And there we go. Everyone has joined in the meantime. We are gonna get this started. This will be the semi-final matchup, as I mentioned before. Cashmere versus Core7. With Core7 on EU, Kisa, Ryukin, Silvios, Gesu, and Capuciano. Cashmere and NRF with Ritek, Zenova, Jinzao, Skavzon, and Sean. And we'll take it to India. Sure, we have our players. Here's the overlay. Let's see what guns are being used. Sean's still with the FRF2 Legend. I must say I admire him for using that, as he's not using that overpowered M19. Gesu actually has an M14 Battleship within secondary. And apart from that, I do not see any... Oh, there we go. Raccoon with a blue skull. But not equipped, as it's secondary. So, I'm curious to see if he will use that at some point. Oh, Sean gets the opening kill onto Capuciano, misses his second shot, and Sean will immediately get traded out by Don Silvios. Good work by him. While fighting hard, trying to get the player down in mini. Ritek has to hold on to two side on his own as he finds Don Silvios. Meanwhile, 2v3 situation. Guess who moves up in the mid. But yeah, look at that. Zenova is low. And Ritek is the only full HP player, so he'll have to do most of the work. Guess who is going to walk right into him. They know that 2 is clear, because guess who has found Zenova before. He's going to throw a smoke there too. It looks like this first round will go to Core7. Zenova slowly walks through that smoke. There's a player watching the connector.
Charge set.
Zenova's gonna try and go all the way up to mini, where I think Kisa's playing quite a good corner. Yeah, Kisa's playing a good corner. He's watching the behinds, watching Spiral, but as soon as Zenova walks out there, he will walk right into his angle and get that kill. So there you... yeah, that happened. Zenova's gonna move on meanwhile, but we'll get pre-fired out by Gesu. Oh, Kisa crashed. I was already thinking, like, what on earth was Kisa doing? But he has crashed, so we are getting a dead round. So we will go back into the lobby as soon as the players leave. There they are leaving. We'll go back to the lobby. A current 1-0 lead to Core7. But, yeah, most worked. It seems well. They, of course, know how to play India. Yeah, they've played this map 2 times already tonight. So, they should make no mistake in that. So we're gonna wait. So, yeah, Kisa crashed. So we'll take a couple of minutes, and then we will return. Meantime, an update from the brackets. We have an update coming in. The other semi-finals is about to get started as Siron has knocked Neutralized Sports over to the lower brackets. So Siron will be playing Team Konas in the other semi-finals, which means that semi-finals will unfortunately not be streamed. Meanwhile, as we look at the war chat, we see that Kisa does not have a logout yet, so that either means that if his internet has indeed cut out, he has not returned yet. So it will take a few more minutes. Just bear with us as we wait for the players to return, and then we can resume this semi-final match. First map of India. Still no login from Kisa. So, as I said a couple of minutes ago, it will again take a few minutes. So, hopefully, it'll be fixed soon. Otherwise, Core7 will have to bring in a sub to complete the remainder of this first map. Alright, we have some calls coming in from Kisa now in the war chat. Looks like it's, well, the electricity pretty much went down for him, which is why he crashed out. He will currently be relogging, and our game should resume in 1 or 2 minutes. So make sure to get all your friends up here. This is the semi-final match between Core7 and Cashmere. So watch and bear with us as we try to find out who goes on to the winner bracket finals. There we go. Kisa has returned. We will move back in. Wait. So I'll just call that in the chat too as we move in, so we won't have to switch over and have some weird kind of setups. Core7 won that first round, so if they even up the score straight away, it should be a lot easier for us to manage. Alright, there we are.
Operation success. Return to main base. Your efforts are commended.
So let's move in and keep our eyes on the Raccoon Scavson. He's gonna move up together with Zenova. Won't contest Ryukin, and he will find the kill on his own. Killer control is there for Cashmere. So that already forces Core7 to move up in mid. But look at that helmet slaying all over. Cappuccino got hit by that nade. Guess who got hit by that severely? He's already low HP. And there we have the gun I have been talking about. Thank you, Sean. M40A5, last team standing. The best M40 in the game as he finds 2 kills with it. Wants to go for a third before getting shut down by Don Silvios. And that was Sean, or like he calls himself. He likes to call himself Gamer Sean. So feel free. We have Retech moving up towards the mini. Gets the kill on Don Silvius as he knew he was there as Jin Zhao rounds up. Second round goes to the Cashmere guys, and they didn't seem to have many issues with that, although of course Sean led the charge with that 2k. Might even gotten more because obviously we can't see the score progress too well with those nades coming in the first round. Look at that, Raccoon and Zenova meet. That was a 3-man push onto the pillar room, and it worked out fabulously as 2 players from Core7 shot down. At this point they should realize, well, Cashmere applies bullet pressure. We just do a full push onto 2. They should know that the scope is there, but Sean is never playing there. Sean usually has the mid, as they will find out now. So, if they... I don't know if they saw the stream earlier. Well, no, they haven't, obviously. They were playing, but if they had figured out the setup by now, they should know that there's usually only a rifle defending for Cashmere over up 2 side. Is being retech, and now Jin Zhao with the backup. Well, again, only 1 player falling for Cashmere, but Core7 with a little bit of a different setup, they should be able to easily take it, but they will have to make a 2 push if they're gonna make it work, and the C4 is being brought over to 2 sides, so that they're doing. Nade is coming, they're gonna go for a fast mid push. Jin Zhao is waiting. Don Silvios with backup. Finds that kill onto Jin Zhao. They now move on. Sean is waiting into 2 side. This is a shot into Don Silvios. Let's go to Sean. Now have 2 players inside. Retech with some good backup. They know where Ryukin is, and 3 players get 3 kills. Guess who in a 1v4 situation even? Zenova moves. And he won't get another. Sean finds 2 kills this round. And another round moving over to Cashmere. They're changing up their tactics, and they do it right at the moment where it matters. So that is putting Cashmere in a good position here. 3-1 in their favor. 2 rounds remain on the EU side for them. 1 hold remains almost unchanged, although Sean has now moved to give backup to Raccoon. He's playing close on the stairs. That nade not fully connecting. This second smoke being a bit better. Raccoon has the binos there. Gets binoed for his efforts too, but Sean is still waiting. You know they can't peek, although they still move through, and Sean finds Don Silvios. Raccoon is just gonna pre-fire an awful lot. This is a very clever idea. This not so much, because now they have to push, and Kisa will find the kill. Not the greatest idea to throw 2 grenades there. They had it under control. And now Kisa finds the second onto Sean. Zhao is still here. Has to connect another one. Otherwise, Kisa will find his 3rd of the round and open up 1 side almost completely. But Jin Zhao already fell back. Good thinking by him. Now Cappuccino should throw the nade into the mid where Zenova's waiting. Zenova gets that headshot straight away. Cappuccino gives back up, but it won't matter. Zenova gets the 2k spray down. As Kisa's in 1 side. He won't get caught by Jin Zhao. Another solid round by Cashmere. Their defensive setup is just solid. It is hard to get through for Core7. The only way they could possibly get through it is with a 5-man push, perhaps. And if they get the opening picks in their favor. As long as they're not doing that, which is something that they will not have done throughout the entirety this the first side of this map. Yeah, we see Sean again getting the kill into Kisa. Kisa was the lurker this round. That fails. You can see it as scores. 3 and 5, 2 and 4, 1.5 and 4, 0 and 4, 0 and 4. It is not going well for Core7 on attack, and with the scores already being at least disastrous against them, it doesn't look good for them. And remember, they have also picked this map. They have picked India, and India is a map, again, where Cashmere is quite good at. So, of course, they're going to pick India as their favorite map, but they kind of forget that India is one of the maps where everyone's good at. So meanwhile, Sean has 2 kills, but Jin Zhao will round off. Gets the kill into Guess Who and Capiciano. 5-1 lead as we go to the side change. Or am I wrong? No, Core7 picked this map, which means the next map of Cannon will have been chosen by Cashmere. But yeah, we've already seen what Core7, what happened to them on Cannon, so it's a good pick from Cashmere to do so. They're looking to close this off into 2 games. And they're doing so in quite dominating fashion at this point. Gasu, meanwhile, tries to move up in the mid. Find the kill into Jin Zhao. Keeps on spraying, but 2 players of Core7 have been lit up by him. He hasn't been shot down yet either. Capiciano finds retake. Sean with a return. Jin Zhao, another kill on to Kisa. So he's now going to try and go to rotate over. Yeah, Sean is here at 2 side. Gets that kill on Don Silvius. That's a huge kill for Sean. He's now going to smoke off, but he doesn't know where Guess Who is. And Guess Who is right in the position where they can't really use him. Although, now Sean's already watching behind. Sean's doing that well, and he will get, I think, the 4th kill for him this round. 14 and 4 for Sean. 9 and 2 for Jin Zhao, and the other players just tagging along there pretty much. But that's a 6-1 lead for Cashmere. 6 rounds in a row for them as well. So they just need 1 more round to take the lead here, semi-finals. So tries to move up a little, has to fall back now. Yeah, this is the call for Cashmere to come in with the push. Smoke comes out. This actually gets a pre-fire through the smoke, which gets thanked. Now with the finals, finds Zenova and Jin Zhao. How did he even get that kill on Zenova? It was a teammate right in front of him. He still managed to get it. Retech is alive there too. Comes with a pistol. 2v2 situation still. And Retech doing a lot of work there. It looked like it was over after Kisa had a good hold down there, but still 2v2. Sean's there with the scope. Ryukin with the scope in base as well. He's gonna get bombed down. At this point, Guess Who should move in. He does move in. Retech is not getting him.
Charge set.
Sees Retech. Can't get the kill onto him. Now finds him. There's Sean. Only player left. He's just gonna wait for Guess Who to drop. No, he's gonna go for the pick. Sean with a 2k again. 16 and 4 of them, and does a 2-kill average in those 8 rounds in total. And again, in fashion, a Brazil for Cashmere. 7-1 on India. Wow. Absolutely dominating here. Even though Core7 is one of the better teams that we're gonna see tonight. Although, I think if we had to name 3 favorite teams for the end, I would say Siron, Team Konas, and Cashmere. Cashmere probably being the most favorite team. But after that would be, our 4th team would be Core7, and losing 7-1 on your own map, that's quite disastrous. And given that they've just lost 7-3 on Cannon against 1 Pro 4 noobs, this could be another 7-1, 7-2 match for Cashmere, if they'd like to. So let's, in the meantime, update the overlays in-game with the dots so you can see who won that. And then we will resume with our 2nd map. As mentioned, Buchanan. We're just being granted enough time to do so. We move in this time with Retech, Zenova, Jin Zhao, Scaps.
Charge set. Eliminated. Operation success. Return to main base. Your efforts are commended.
It is the server crashing. Huge crash coming in there as we go back to lobby. Everyone in the room has just crashed. Okay, now that is impressive. Well then. Yeah, that is something that in my entire casting career for AVA, which dates back 3 years, I have never seen happen before. I mean, we have seen a server crash, but we haven't seen a room crash. Strange. Very strange. But we'll wait for the room to be created, and then we should be fine. Yeah, some players also got kicked from the game, so it looks like the servers had some mishaps there. We're gonna wait a little bit for all the players to return, remake the room, and then we'll resume, because yeah, here we can see we have some other games going on. We have a match on Hammerblow, we have a match on Cannon, and yeah, Siron versus Kona is here, which hasn't started either. So those are the games that are currently going on. We'll take a few minutes again, and then we'll be back. Currently, alright, I forgot the score. Was it 2-0? Was it 1-0? I think it was 1-0 in favor of Cashmere. Let's see, I don't think the room has been recreated yet, so we have to wait a little bit longer. You know, one of the other rooms has closed, so it looks like one of the loser bracket games might have been, might be completed then. Let's see if we can find that out. That should be the game of Flak versus 1Pro4Noobs, and 1Pro4Noobs actually won. Okay. So that looks like Flak is the first team that has been eliminated. Flak, the team of After Rasmino, RomQN, Dabrooks, and iReze. They finish in 9th or 10th, basically the same in this cup. Yeah, I want to thank them for playing in this cup. We have 9 teams remaining. Let's see how many teams can make it all the way up to later this evening, and eventually maybe tomorrow if we have cups then, or if we have games then. But given it's 9:15, 9 teams remaining, we will definitely go past midnight. If not tomorrow, matches will be resumed. Remember, the rule is matches, if they have to start after midnight European time, so it's Berlin time, teams can choose to postpone the match until tomorrow. If one of the 2 teams says we want to play tomorrow, it will be played tomorrow. If both the teams are like, no, we want to play today, the match can still be played today. Otherwise, the match will be moved till tomorrow, 6 p.m. CET. So we'll go back into the game as we have our info there. We see Raccoon and Retech and Zenova in the room for now. Just gotta wait for the spectator to be enabled so I can take my position. There we go. In the meantime, let's move over to the shop and let's show all the guns that we are allowed to use tonight. I think we've seen the Prudence being used. No, never mind. That was earlier. So Prudence, one of the guns that I could expect to be seen. Same for the Bergman and Stellar C. Stellar C we have seen equipped, not used. For rifles, no M4 Graffiti. So hoping to see that one. No Famous Villain. Also hoping to see that. Same goes for the SKS. Other guns we've seen, obviously. And for Sniper, we have seen... Yeah, K14 wasn't expecting to see that. So I've seen all the snipers that we were expecting. With the Dark Angel FRF2 Legend, the M1903A1, and the M40A5 Last Team Standing. Meanwhile, most players are in the room already. At least the entire lineup of Cashmere has returned. Ryukin and Kisa are in for Core7, which means we are waiting for Guess Who, Don Silvios, and X Capriciano. Some players have left in the meantime, probably timed out in the meantime. But that's alright. Cashmere is already back. We'll take a few minutes and then we will resume, most likely. I have a few more players coming in the meantime. Still waiting for 2 more, but they're probably still transmitting the WAR data. We know that for Capiciano, it is taking a little bit longer than for other players, as Kisa was already in the room, but probably just got timed out because there he is again. So we're just waiting for Capiciano and for one of the Cashmere players to return. But he should also be online already. Let's say, I think we'll start the game in about 2 to 3 minutes. So let's get ready. Grab yourself a drink and some popcorn, and we'll be getting started shortly. See if I can find out something about Capiciano's whereabouts. So we should be able to get started any time now. So we're taking a little longer, so we're expecting. Some most files have already been uploaded by Kisa and Sean. Of course, this happened after they got booted out of the game. Capiciano relogged 1 minute ago, so he should be coming in any minute. And then we are still missing one of the other Italians. No, we are missing Ryukin, and Ryukin, yeah, he has been online ever since, so I think he just got timed out from the room. For Cashmere, we are seeing what Raccoon is doing. And oh, he just got a new login as well, so I think he crashed a few minutes ago. So no, he logged in 2 minutes ago, so he should be coming in any minute too. Then we have everyone ready to resume game number 2. Let's take a look at the scores again. For everyone who forgot or just tuned in, Cashmere won Map 1 India, picked by Core7, 7-1. Map 2, chosen by Cashmere, currently a 1-0 lead, as we're waiting for the players to return. There we go. There are Ryukin and Kisa, so we're just waiting for Raccoon to get into the game. And then we are ready to go. 9 players in, 10 needed to start. We had quite a significant delay after that room crash. And there's Raccoon. Alright, everyone's readied up. Just waiting for Ryukin, and then we'll resume in map number 2. Just as the previous round, we will do the team kills first to get the scores even up at the way they're supposed to be, which is 1-0 for Cashmere, and then we can fully get started. Let's see how far we get without making any calls, if the players remember. There we go, we're booting in. Overlays are set. Cashmere currently leads this best of 3, 1-0. They also have a 1-0 lead. Seem to have their nades ready, so they know what they've got to do. Yep, they do know what to do. We don't need to give these players calls. All together there, not making them wait. So let's get started for sure. Cashmere already had this 1-0 lead, that's why the scores have been settled. And Sean has picked up a Mulze Nagan. Now this is some true OG plays. Throwbacks to the times where red tickets were used in the past. And the lands, the big lands. The time that the M19 didn't exist yet. Mulze Nagan with its characteristic sound. Who doesn't love it? Meanwhile, one side has been opened up already as Kisa lets the players through, gets shot down by Zenova as well. 4v2 situation in favor of Cashmere as Gasu now rotates. To go together with Capiciano. It goes in far. Doesn't deal any damage, does get flashed in the process. It's moving up. With free far. Sean's actually playing very far back. Not sure what he's doing that. Capiciano will only get 1 kill. Both of the players here are very low, but it doesn't matter. Rita gets the headshot onto Gesu. Round 2 onto Cashmere.
Your efforts
They're
are
slowly making their way up. They really want to go to that grand final. Four nades. Bolts there. Doesn't hit anyone, although Retake is trying to go with a peek there. Skisa makes a lot of fake peeks. Just trying to go there. Retake still waits. Peeks. Tries to get the kill onto Cappuciano. Doesn't get that either. That switch over as guess who's waiting at 2 side, but there's nobody there either. As Jin Zhao is now trying to rotate a little. He's also going to move up into the mid. Sean meanwhile got the kill onto Don Silvio's first kill of the round. And now the one push will be happening. But Kisa gets the kill. I think through the smoke of the Zenova. Impressive kill. The retake will return. Who now pushes up. Player switching the wrong angle. Yukin is still in. What do you try to push out? This is... Oh, it does actually work because Cappuciano came in there. He got 2 kills. And all of a sudden, it's a 2v2 situation. Guess who is playing risky here? He should play a little bit back. Because if Sean picks him off, it is round on for. And Sean is now going to take his time to reload. To do only 2 bullets. He has faith in that. And they're going to position themselves. Making some noise. Sean knows they will peek, but doesn't do anything after that. They're going to give this round to Core7. A little bit strange. What's a round for Core7 as we're halfway through the first half of this second map on Cannon. Let's check Zenova. He is going to move over to 2 side, but the main actioning happening over at 1 side. Jin Zhao making 2 kills, including 1 on his teammate. Still there, the Proto. Retake is there too. A lot of fake peeks from Kisa before it finally peeks out and falls into Jin Zhao's aim. Retake now moves on. Knows where Gesu is. It's a kill onto Gesu, and yet Cappuciano now alone. 1v4, and Retake rounds off. Well played. The frags that they are constantly making with this was an all Proto round. The Protos are really showing off well, and with the Proto it pretty much just like if you make your headshots, you're gonna win your fights. Kisa now gets beaten by Sean, but did Kisa miss a shot? I think he did. It was Sean. Yeah, Sean is full HP. So Kisa did miss a shot, did tank the shot from Sean, but yeah, that's what you get nowadays with the Molze Nagan. Not fully able to hold on with that SH14 armor, although, as we have learned from the other versions, the SH14 armor will receive a full rework. The armor points will start to work differently, so that if you hit someone, armor points will also go down, in which consecutive bullets will deal more damage in the end. And that also with a remodel of the Rifleman Classic, some things are going to be changed. Not sure how else to that exactly work, but I believe that is explained in the forums. Just a bit unfortunate that ESL will most likely not mention much from it, or not see much from it, because of course is the Goodbye Cup. I'm still trying to get in touch with friends over in Korea and Japan though, to see if I can get some more info, but I count on it. Meanwhile, the frags are again being made at 1 side. We saw Cashmere do this so much against Argon and constantly working out, and they seem to be able to do the same. As Kisa now tries to go in real ballsy and wants to make 2 pistol kills, only getting 1. Yeah, guess who's in a 1v3? Honestly, he has to clutch this if he wants to keep Core7 in this game. It's starting to look... Oh, look at all those nades. No chance for him to get through. Had to dodge 3 nades in total before then getting headshots straight away by Retake. We're gonna change sides as we see Cashmere lead 5-1. 2 rounds separate them for a spot in the Winter Bracket Finals. And they look to be well on their way to get there. So meanwhile, moves up quickly. This is smoke grenade in his hand. Now can check the back. Misses to Sean to Jin Zhao. Sean is still inside. No. Wait, where was Sean? Sean is... How did Sean die? I don't know. Anyways, it's a 3v3 situation. Bomb being down at 2 side. A fast move into 2 allowed Core7 to take that. They've done that well. Look at that spray down happening and that forces Raccoon in a 1v2. Ryukin has to connect. Cannot put Gesu in a tough call because he is low, and Ryukin immediately gets the headshot. Well played by him. Round 7 goes to Core7. Fairly quickly too. This has happened in a matter of 55 seconds. They're still in here to take it. Slowly but surely, Cashmere is trying to get away with it. Core7 now goes for a 1-0. Shut down Raccoon. Deal quite some damage onto Zenova too, but 3 players are still there. And look at that, Sean gets caught off guard by Don Silvios. He finds a second. Gesu connects on Zenova. They're now going to push Alan on Ritzek, and he can't hold them. And it's a 1v5 for Jin Zhao. Complete shattering of one defense has been executed very well by Core7 as Ryukin rounds off. 30 seconds it took to win it. And it looks like if they're going to start pushing, they're going to be able to counter it. So at this point, Cashmere will have to think of a strategy in order to counter that. If they know how to counter a push, they'll be able to win it. And as you can see, they're not contesting here in the bookshelf because they knew they did last round. It didn't work out correctly, and they lost one side fairly quickly. But now Sean gets shot down. Jin Zhao comes in from behind though and finds a kill on Cappuciano. He's meanwhile moved away. We found the kill too. Yeah, one side is harder to take now. Most players have all queued up here. So has to get the kill, but look at there. Jin Zhao finds Don Silvios. He's now gonna fall back. But the defense has been shattered. So wait, but he will get pistoled out. 2K pistol actually for Raccoon, but that HK tactical. He secures round number 9 for Cashmere and puts them on match point. Match point to go to the winner bracket finals. Won't take long now. Won't take long any long now. That's some very good English sentences here tonight's stream. We're just preparing for Core7 to make their way onto one side again. There's no sniper there to really get them as Ryukin flashes himself. Goes back a little. Yeah, one side has been heavily defended. Don Silvios will not meet up with any player there. Now Raccoon is actually quite low already. It's about 35 HP as he waits in on one side. Smoke now going away. So finds Zenova. Raccoon knows that the push should be happening any minute, so he has to watch out. Being done. Oh, he peeks out the right moment and gets the kill on Tukisa. What a massive pre-fire from Raccoon, and it might just still save him the round. And now the push is happening. Retech has to get kills, gets one on Don Silvios, keeps on spraying, but doesn't have much bullets. Gets guess who? Cannot get the third, and Cappuciano gets a double kill. It's a 2v2, but there's Jin Zhao. Ray trying to move in, a little lag as he gets Ryukin. Cappuciano already moved out, he's still alive. 1v1 versus Sean. He's there with the Mosin Nagant. A little lag again. It stays fine. Sean moves up. Cappuciano wants to peek. Sean now watching the right angle. No, he missed the shot on Cappuciano. That could have been it. That could have been the game. And the match for Cashmere. Not a plan happening. Sean taking his time. But Cappuciano, which is the wrong angle. Sean gets the kill. And he rounds off. 7-1 on India. 7-3 on Canon. And they take this game. Cashmere is on to the winner bracket finals to be played later on tonight against either Siron or Yes.